Cars.com Auto Review.
Hi, this is Joe Bruzek from Cars.com. This is the 2013 BMW M5. This is the highest performance 5 Series. And like a lot of hopped up sedans, it comes with big engine, big brakes, big wheels, 560 horsepower. But unlike a lot of its competition that only have automatics, you can actually get a 6-speed manual transmission in this M5. There are 2 transmission options in the M5. The standard transmission is a 7-speed dual clutch automated manual, but as a no-cost option, you can get this 6-speed manual. Now, competitors like from Mercedes-Benz, the E63 and CLS63, those are only automatic transmissions. So for the enthusiast who really wants a manual transmission, this is pretty much one of your only options as far as a $100,000 performance sedan with a manual transmission. But I'm not totally convinced this is the way to go. I love manual transmissions, but this is just kind of a sloppy execution. Sometimes it finds gears that don't exist, and it's just not real confidence inspiring with its long throws. What I do really like about the manual transmission is its auto Rev Match feature. Now, it's something we've seen in the Nissan 370Z, but when you downshift in 2 of the 3 engine modes, the engine will actually rev up for a smoother downshift. Works flawlessly, and it's a really cool feature. Now, the one mode that it doesn't work on is the Sport Plus engine mode. Now, that's the race ready mode, and that's the one where you have to do it yourself. Now, the M5 is insanely quick. It makes passengers giggle. I giggle. It is a lot of fun to drive. And controlling that are a bunch of different modes. Now, sometimes a lot of different driving modes for suspension, steering, and engine can be overwhelming. It almost is, but there's a feature on the M5, the M1 and the M2 buttons on the steering wheel, that you can program customized settings into the steering wheel. So instead of fussing with 3 different buttons that have 3 settings each, you can program them into M1 or M2 and activate them just by pressing the button. Now, it's really nice. The way that I have it set up is I have all comfort and efficient modes set up for M1, and then all performance modes set up for M2. And also part of the customization, you can program the different stability settings as well, which I have in M2. So, and the modes drastically change what the car does. It is instantly different on how the car rides in a very firm Sport Plus compared to the soft Comfort, and as well as the engine tuning and the steering is significantly different in those Sport Plus modes compared to their Comfort efficient settings. So the Sport and the Sport Plus modes, they change a lot of different characteristics about how the car drives. Now, there's another characteristic that it changes that I can't say I'm sold on. It's BMW's active sound. Now, that takes a reproduction of the car's engine noises and pipes that through the stereo to give a more defined sound of the V8 engine. You shouldn't need that. I mean, let's just hear the exhaust how it is, the engine how it is. When the windows are down, the car sounds a lot different than when you're driving with the windows up. With the windows down, you can hear the turbo noise, you can hear the exhaust, but when the windows are up, it just sounds kind of artificial, kind of like someone's playing Gran Turismo in the background. Now, I wish I could drive with the windows down all the time, but it's 35 degrees right now, and when the windows are up, it just doesn't sound as authentic as Mercedes E63 AMG or CLS63 AMG, which just have a bassy muscle car-like sound that really changes the character of the car. And that's something that's missing from the M5. Although it does sound exotic on its own, it's just not as convincing. If you're shopping for an M5, be sure to drive both transmissions. The manual transmission is still a lot of fun to drive, but there are a few problems with it, and it doesn't seem like anything the aftermarket couldn't fix if you're open to doing that. If you want to know more, read our review on Cars.com.
For more car-related news, go to Cars.com or our blog, kickingtires.net.